everyone. This is Nicole, teacher from Empire English, and I'm here with Lori. She has been a good friend for over 20 years in New York, and now, very long time, and now she is in Washington, D.C. She works with many different people, and I find her career to be one of the most interesting.
I am in the U.S. Capitol, Washington, D.C. Sometimes it's a little confusing because there's two Washingtons in the U.S.
Yes.
But I'm in the U.S. Capitol, and I work for the Small Business Administration. This is not an endorsement of the government in any capacity. I'm just talking about what I do.
So you were helping them get started, because that's a good English lesson we could get into. Were they already started and they needed help and support, or they just didn't even know how to get started at all?
So I was actually on the policy side. So I wasn't working with the women-owned businesses. The women-owned businesses were working with different organizations, and then we were kind of their advocate, and we advocated to the White House, to Congress, and the Small Business Administration. So those were our three partners our three groups that we were advocating on their behalf. So basically, we were their voice in the government.
Okay. And to be a voice, of course, you know voice for singing. If you say you can be someone else's voice, you are speaking for them. And that's the word Lori used, to advocate. Most of you know that. To be a quick pronunciation correction, advocate. It's like photograph and photographer. So advocate she was being an advocate, and she was being the voice for some people. So the verb is she was advocating, which means she was speaking for those people. How successful was that? Did you see a lot of people take off and flourish?
Yeah, we had some good conversations. A lot of it in DC is conversations and continuing to have conversations. But yeah, there were some great success stories of really amazing women-owned businesses who, sold their companies for millions of dollars. We had one women-owned business that I love to death, that she actually was a champion of change for the administration. So basically, she developed a workforce that was very focused very much on her employees.
Oh, that's
good.
And
making sure that they got paid really well, making sure they had access to education, training, so much so that the Obama administration recognized her for everything that she did.
We are big fans of Obama. I will say that. I asked Lori here today so she could give some advice for anyone starting a business, but especially women, because it is still more difficult for women who are starting up in the business world.
So I would say that one of the things I've had to learn a lot about is, again, advocating for yourself and trying to speak for yourself, and kind of how to make sure that you are getting people in your corner and getting mentors and getting resources, but literally having the voice and the courage to better your situation.
And do you feel many people think that women are too shy to ask for what they want, and they don't feel brave enough, and they feel guilty because I guess women tend to say I'm sorry a lot. So I've heard that women say I'm sorry and apologize way too much, and in the business industry that could be a big problem. So do you find that women express to you that they are too afraid to go out and ask for what they want, or express what they want exactly?
Yeah. So, and I think, yes. And I think that some of the conversations I had when I was working with women-owned businesses dealt a lot with, they didn't even understand fully their finances because they didn't feel like they had the background and the courage for it.
Me too, actually. I have Empire English. I've had that for 11 years, and I don't know enough about the finances. So I've done a lot of stuff where I just did it out of the kindness of my heart, where I could be making money, and I enjoy what I do, but I know that I could be profiting off it. And I will admit that I have had some fear and a little shame of not knowing. And say,
Right.
oh, I'm not a business person.
Right. And it's a hard thing to get over. I mean, I've done photography on the side, and even when I was like looking up my what should I charge people?
Yes.
I've had individuals in my life who have been like, you are charging way too little. Like,
Same.
What are you doing here? And I was
Yeah.
like, no, I don't feel like I have the right to ask for more. And they're like,
Yes.
well, other people are asking for more and they're getting it.
As givers, and you know, they give up too much. Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little biased, but I felt like that was, you know, I was in that industry for a while, and I felt like that was the conversation that was happening a lot.
Yeah, and that's how you know. I mean, if you're hearing it time and time again,
Yeah.
just like my English lessons, if I hear the mistakes time and time again, that's how I choose what is legitimately a focus or a problem. And so you know firsthand what the problems are because you keep hearing them over and over. So it has to be true.
That's what I think, at least.
Okay. Well, excellent. Lori's actually got to get back to DC today. Yay. She's going to work some magic in DC. I will miss her and I will not see her for another year. It
was good seeing
you
you.
too. Thank you so much. So,
Of course, good luck
bye.
on all of your English lessons.
Yes. She's wishing you luck, not just the women, men too.
Yeah.
And thank you for tuning in with us
We
today.
need male partners.
That's true. We are not we are not trying to be separate, we're just trying to be together, okay? In this
Right
world.
on.
Yes.
Right
All right.
on.
Bye-bye from Empire English. Bye.